Let's get to it, folks.
All right, and we have our countdown starting now. Let's get hype, chat. Give me some drama. And we're counted in. Let's go. All
Level
right, we are off at roughly the same time.
these are the hardest level blocks. Obviously, 18, 19, and 20 very difficult unto themselves. But 17 is where the pills reach their absolute maximum on the board height wise. So it is a good indicator of all of the later levels, not just making players play through level 20, or we'd be here all day. But both players off to a very, very good start. It's a slight lead for Dimwit, but as you see, Bidwell, and as he's been doing this all weekend, just absolutely laser focused on where these pills are going. He's been playing with a speed and a gusto I don't think we've ever seen.
I would say over the last couple of months, Bidwell has really changed his style. I think, we used to see him just holding out and not doing anything unless it was a hero combo, and now he's really changed his play to be more efficient everywhere.
Speaking of efficient, a sweet tea into a double took a whole bunch of viruses off of Dimwit's board. He's already under 25 viruses to go here. And we're just a minute into this first game. This is a best of five. And as we say, these are not, we say this is a speed run, but really here, this is about just pacing yourself.
Yeah, these levels are really a marathon. You've just got to take your time, and even an early lead now doesn't mean that you're going to be leading in, 10 minutes or so.
Absolutely. Bidwell's got a bit of an issue on that right side. He's going to need some red help to take care of it. Elects to clear off one of those reds in that block, and now has a very clean board. Clean board for both players. Dimwit down to his final three, just needing a couple of yellows. He'll get him. He's out at a minute 46.
A nice horizontal drop for Bidwell right now. His column one is going to get cleaned out really nicely with that blue dropping into the yellow and just a couple reds and he'll be out. Meanwhile, Dimwit is starting with a really nice double friendly board. If he gets a blue yellow, it will be fantastic for him.
Oh,
And I'm going to apologize to Dimwit for not giving it to him, but now he gets it. Nice fat log and two more on the side.
it is a 14 virus lead for Dimwit right now, as Bidwell's got a bit of a dicey board. He's going to get that Spire knocked down. He's down to 52, as Bidwell playing a very clean 14 as well.
Currently, Dimwit's got some stuff built up in columns 7 and 8, and nice taking care of the situation with all those blues. You don't want to see them stacked up on the side, but he's taking care of some of them horizontally.
Absolutely. And Dimwit not having any red to work with on his side, so he's going to have to improvise here. Looks like he gets a double clear to expose a couple of more reds and turns a combo out of it. Meanwhile, Bidwell, a clean board, just really needing to get some stuff to get his momentum going. Really playing a very balanced board, not letting anything get too high on either side. Really smooth play here, but Dimwit's just been pulling out some big combos.
Now, excuse me, Dimwit doesn't have a lot of space for blue right now. Looks like he's going to go for those yellows horizontally on the top that you see on his board. But the blue, was that
And
a misdrop with
I
the blue
believe
red?
I
Yeah.
believe that was a misdrop. He flipped his colors there, so he's going to drop into a sweet tea though. So everybody take a sip if you're playing along at home.
And that's something that's so great about Dimwit is like once he gets a little bit of garbage, he can still manage it very easily. He gets out of situations quickly.
Dimwit about to run out of blue. He's down to 7. Bidwell at 21. And Bidwell, again, he's not playing badly by any stretch of the imagination. It's just Dimwit is playing incredibly efficiently. Uh, and it's very, very hard to counter that when you're playing very close to perfect.
And Bidwell's getting really nice combos. I mean, as you're saying, he's playing quite well. This red situation is not going well for him though because he's just got red everywhere, and luckily RNG is cooperating as I say that.
It absolutely is. He's down to his final 5 viruses. Dimwit was out at about a 425 on that level 14. Remember, these players got to play 5 blocks as opposed to 4 the previous 2 days, so a little bit of extra time to play, but also really got to think about your mid level a little bit more, as the mid to late level is so much more important.
Dimwit just had a really beautiful clear on his board, basically a really long row of reds horizontally, just keeping that top line even and getting rid of some garbage.
And Bidwell is having a bit of trouble with RNG here, not getting anything he really needs, and has a very yellow heavy top line as he tucks in that blue red and just trying to make something happen here as these players have eclipsed 5 minutes.
Dimwit has really very little use for yellow. You can see that maybe he can drop down this blue yellow, but then the rest of his yellows will be pretty buried.
Oh, thank you, chat. I'll fix that. 1 second.
Ah, yes, the whole levels 10 through 14 thing.
Fixed. There you go. Thanks for pointing that out, Larva. Appreciate you for that. It is a 27 virus lead for Dimwit right now, as I think Bidwell may have misplayed that blue red, but he is keeping that board nice and even. But Dimwit's starting to run away with this. It's almost a 30 virus lead for the 6th seed.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of getting those blues right now. I'm not sure if he's, well, that double blue, I was going to say, you got to go horizontally with that. And he's in at about a 617 into level 16.
And now this is where things get a little dicier. You really got to be careful about how you're starting these levels, as one mistake can really result in a top out. And if you top out, all you do is you simply start the level over. You don't start the whole block over, but it still will erase any progress you've made, which can be pretty harrowing.
Yeah, I think we have actually seen Dimwit top out in a finals before and wondered whether it was strategic, but no, he's always trying to avoid a top out at any cost.
And I think
though.
I think we were discussing this during our weekly checkup, which you can join us every Thursday for. Is there a strategy in maybe intentionally topping out midway through a qualifying run and switching pill speed?
Yeah, I think some of us are going to try that out on stream, see if there's much of a disadvantage. Meanwhile, Dimwit just really doing great work here, keeping things even. You know, he had a lot of blue going on, but has managed to saw that down. And a lovely combo here with the yellows.
And Dimwit about to run into a problem where he's got 2 columns of blue 7 and 8, so he's really hoping for a double blue, maybe even a blue yellow to start whittling things down. He's going to go blue red, maybe to set up horizontally, as he's down to 28. Bidwell down to 60 here, and Bidwell had some rough RNG through 15. Looks like it's gone away here early on in 16, but he is very much behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, but then again, he is at the moment in 16 where he is out of danger of topping out. You notice that he's got at least 6 rows cleared out on top, and so he's out of the fire, so to speak.
And, you know, we were saying this earlier, is how often have you practiced these level blocks? I know Bidwell really likes to play those lower levels, especially for playing the Nintendo World Championships mode on NES Remix 2. So he may not see these levels all that often. So definitely a factor here. Dimwit obviously has been here several times, knows these levels, knows what he needs to do. So definitely advantage to him there.
Yeah, I can't. There have not been many finals that do not include Dimwit, so he's well practiced. But yeah, you don't know where you're going to get in this tournament, and so you practice to what you think you can get. So I'm curious to see how much Bidwell practiced the finals before coming in. He's looking very good.
Dimwit was out of 16 under 9 minutes, which is just amazing. So this could be teasing a record here. We'll see what happens, but early on here, it looks like Dimwit running into a bit of a blue problem, but trying to get those levels taken down. In high speed, you really have to whittle down those top levels, otherwise you're forced to clear them from underneath.
Mm-hmm. And those pills start falling faster and faster as the level goes on. So columns 1 and 2, it will be difficult to rotate for him. And
And
notice he just made a rotation as he went to the left, and actually that can speed up your pill, as opposed to just hoping that DAS kicks in and you can just send it to the left.
and dassing, for those who aren't familiar, is you're essentially holding the same direction you were holding when the pill locked, and you can get a little bit of extra speed out of your pill and access harder to reach corners on the top of the stage. Very useful for late game speed running.
Now, when we're talking about hot times for the finals, Floyd set the hottest time for the finals last month, tied with Frank, 11:41. So anything under 13 minutes is awesome, but then we're looking into the low 12s and 11s for hot times.
And Dim went well on his way here. He's going to get a drop clear there, and looks like he might have misdropped that blue yellow.
Yes, I think that seems reasonable, although if he gets a red yellow, he can turn this into a pretty good plan.
He is turning. He's waiting for a red yellow. That is correct. He's going to try to get the drop here. Oh, okay. Look at this. He's going to get another triple drop. He's looking. He was looking for sub 11, but that's not happening. But still, a very good end game here. Really, nothing Bidwell could do. Dimwit has played this again, just close to perfect.
And notice, Bidwell having very little trouble getting out of danger here. It's clear that, he has put some work into these levels, and, he's playing a great game, but just like up against Dimwit's power right now, there's not much you can do, as you said.
And Dimwit's going to be out at 11:19. Amazing
Wow.
time.
And 11:19
Is a record by almost 30 seconds.
Well, when you said it, I guess.
He's beaten that record by what is this? 22 seconds. So you can see a little bit of smugness there, raising the eyebrows, really happy about that.
Yes, clasping those hands.
And yeah, you can't do anything against a record time. So especially one on that level. Wow. Dimwit might try to break the 11-minute barrier here in these finals as Bidwell finishing out 17 here. As Bidwell down to his final 20 viruses. This is a really rough board, too, even if you're playing this game for speed right now, because he's got so much blue everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. I think even though it would have used up the blue, I think I might be dropping the blue-red on column 2 just to open up a red. There we go.
And Bidwell right in that 13-minute range, so it looks like he'll probably be eyeballing closer to a 14. We'll see what happens here, but it's that red virus in column 3 I'm most concerned about. And Dimwit taking a crack at 18. No, he's going to top out.
And a nice drop to get that.
Bidwell
out of 1344.
At a 1344. I hope he's not looking at Dimwit's time because, wow. He says PB. So 1-0 in favor of Dimwit. And we'll put that up on your screen right now, folks.
I also believe that it says semis in the center, so thanks for Pixie Spud for pointing that out.
Hey, fire that guy who's in charge of the graphics.
That's all right. You were doing a great job. There's a lot of stuff to think about.
All right. Dimwit up 1-0. We are waiting on readies from both players. We have readies.
so stoked. And we're getting our countdown. And we're ready to go.
Dimwit needing 2 more wins. Bidwell needing to pick up a whole bunch of wins. He needs to pick up 3 wins here as he is facing Dimwit, the top-ranked player. Dimwit trying to lock down his 1 seed for the December championships. He can do it with a win right here. But right now, it is a 4 virus advantage for the top-ranked player as Bidwell getting a horizontal clear, 2 consecutive double clears, trying to keep pace here with Dimwit. Another double clear and then a combo. Gotta love those 1-drop combos as Bidwell holding on to a very slight lead here at 30 seconds or so in.
Bidwell is playing in a really nice speedy way, just very straightforward combos.
Missed drop over in column 2 for Bidwell. He flipped that pill vertically the wrong way.
Dimwit managed to just do a really nice drop that he had been holding on to for a while, some horizontal blues.
Bidwell
and a drop into a T.
Bidwell could have used that double red to clear out the red garbage in 2 and 3 and could have cleaned his board up. I think that might have been the play there because he also would have gotten the double yellows in 2 as well.
Meanwhile, Dimwit has a little bit of garbage to contend with, but it looks like he is using that in some plans at the bottom. You can see that he's got blues that have horizontal potential, possibly all of these yellows as well. So looks like he's opening up options for himself.
Meanwhile, Bidwell dropping into a double. Both players looking to get into single digits. Both players very close. Dimwit into single digits first. Bidwell right behind there with the horizontal double. 8-6 here as we approach the 2-minute mark. Both players playing incredibly well. We're going to get a drop combo there from Bidwell. He is almost out of blues. 7-1 here. It'll be 207 for Dimwit.
And Bidwell has a nice opportunity to get the horizontal here, and he can tuck a couple of reds in between those in column 7. Really nice double red there. Just needs a couple more reds to get out. He is out of 13 at a 221. Not far behind.
What are the numbers beside their naming? That's their seeding and qualifying. Mungo 9001. What? 9,000? Bidwell qualified 4th. Dimwit qualified 6th in our qualifiers. Our qualifiers are a 30-minute run starting from level 0 and going until the time runs out. A good player is going to get into level 17 in 30 or so minutes.
And I think Bidwell did he have his best ever this month?
He did. He seeded higher than Dimwit. Dimwit usually seeing 1, 2, 3. Dimwit, this is actually the lowest seed he's ever gotten in competitive play.
And recently we're not used to seeing 2 seeds this, well, I say low, they're not low seeded, but usually we're seeing 1 and 3 or 1 and 2. And so 4 and 6 is pretty unique in this tournament.
She says being a 14 seed in the finals.
Whoops.
Whoops, I beat everybody. 17-26 here as we approach 3.5 minutes. Both players with good, clean boards. Bidwell's playing very well through his 14. So is Dimwit. Dimwit with a bit of a split board, but looking for that triple horizontal, and it looks like he's going to get that. A little bit of garbage there on Bidwell's right side. Very manageable, and Bidwell will be down to 17-7 for Dimwit as we're across 4 minutes.
And Dimwit had a beautiful board for this end game, really setting up for horizontals and verticals, and out at a 410 with that nice combo.
Meanwhile, 10 viruses to go for Bidwell, looking to potentially set up a horizontal on that first row with the reds. Blue-yellow is one of the worst possible color combinations he can get at this point, but he is working through it here, really hoping for some reds. He's going to get that red right there. I'm curious to see what he's building in column 2.
Yeah, I think it might have been a plan to drop the reds horizontally and drop the yellows on top, but it looks like he's abandoned that plan. Looks like he has a misdrop in columns 1 and 2 with that red-yellow. Not sure what he's going to do there.
And a lovely L for Dimwit.
He has been leaving this yellow up in column one, which will require a little bit of a drill. That double yellow is awesome for that, but it's going to be hard to spin a pill that way. Now he gets it into column one, drills it down. Nice job.
And that double red fortuitous, 5 minutes, 9 seconds for Chris Bidwell, but he is down by about half of a level.
And yeah, it is really tough to give Dimwit an advantage, especially on this level where he can make so many advanced plans.
And we're seeing him make plans there. He's planning for that double, or that red yellow, getting it to go right where he wanted it to. 5.5 minutes here, and again, it's just such a big lead here for Dimwit. Bidwell trying to fight to come back.
And luckily, though, I mean, he's making good work. He's not letting it build too much up on the sides. And so he is out of danger already for his level 15.
Bidwell experiencing a lot of blue here, needing some yellow help. This double yellow huge for him as well. He's going to get a combo out of it, getting a couple of viruses. Nice play. Down to 43 viruses to Dimwit's 15.
And Dimwit does have a lot of blue and yellow on his top line. Just really the one red exposed there clears it. Now opening up the second one, but still blue yellows buried in the corners there. That one red in row one.
$34 viruses to go here for Chris Bidwell as he is playing the Dimwit room strats.
I would have left the Nintendo Championships sign up, as an intimidation factor for sure.
You have to wonder if he took that down because he was afraid of breaking it with his animated play, or he really was trying to get in Dimwit's head and go for the Spartan room settings, as Floyd mentioned earlier. But either way, right around the 7-minute mark, Dimwit on the penultimate level, playing again incredibly fast.
Exactly. And Bidwell is, again, he's doing well. You're not seeing a ton of misdrops, although I didn't love his RNG this level, but there's just very little competing with this speed. It's like Dimwit's entered another gear.
Yeah, and sometimes your ex-boyfriend just gives out the wrong pills.
Yeah, he really does.
It's very, very old joke here in the community, but I think it's old enough to drive at this point. 13 viruses to go here for Bidwell. 48 on 16 for Dimwit, as Dimwit might be eyeballing a Mega T, it looks like.
That does like it's going to be a Mega T, and he drops it, and it has a nice combo on the other side as well with some reds.
Bidwell going to go for the horizontal, down to 3 viruses to go. And I think either way, if you're down 0-2 here, I mean, getting to the finals is a huge accomplishment, and so few people win their first finals.
That is true. Although, let us point out that last month, I think Dimwit was up 2-0 to Floyd, or 2-1, and he took it. He took it back.
Yeah, so never say never, but unless you're well versed in those levels. I mean, Floyd also a big 0-20 speedrunner, so definitely he's going to see those levels. Bidwell has 66 viruses to go as he is on 16. Got in here right around the 8.5 minute mark, but Dimwit again up by nearly 40 viruses. Or actually 50 viruses over Bidwell. He is very much run away with this. But I think Bidwell's still going to try to get in there. Maybe he hopes for a top out. Maybe he hopes for something not well to happen on Dimwit's side so he can get back in this.
Right. I was a little worried about Bidwell for a second because he did have some blue garbage stacked up in column 8. And you really don't want your garbage stacked there, but he had a fortuitous double blue that worked out. So things are pretty even, although it's not great to have that empty space in column 6, because that will probably force some drop time.
It absolutely will here as we approach 9.5 minutes. Half a dozen viruses to go for Dimwit, and he's just going to slide in that blue to drop the double yellow, putting him down to 2 viruses, and has easy access to both, just waiting on that last blue. And there it is out at 9:45. So not on the same pace as he was last game, but still very firmly in the lead here as 72 viruses to go here for Dimwit.
Yes, and as we're saying that, Bidwell is struggling a little bit, has a lot of blue yellow, and only that blue red is going to help him out with the red on the left hand side. So things are a little tough for him right now.
And you see Dimwit kind of just trying to juggle some garbage around here just to get everything down a row, and he did. So a little bit more room to breathe. You really, it's so important in these later levels, Savage, to get that first and second row of viruses out so you can manage whatever RNG happens to throw at you.
Yeah, you don't even want to think fancy at the beginning. You just want to take your time, not even press down if you're on high, and just get that cleared out for sure.
And in some instances, not even rotate. See what you can do without rotating, because it's just always scary if you lock down a pill vertically incorrectly, you're pretty much done.
Yep, we've all been there.
And Dimwit down to 40 viruses here as Bidwell really just at this point hoping not to get lapped here in the second game. He's down to 19 viruses, but Dimwit playing very efficient, has a very clustered bottom third of his board, which could lead to a little bit of trouble, but otherwise doing really well.
I don't know. That looks super tasty to me. I mean, look at all those doubles. He could just start sawing this down horizontally. It would be amazing.
At 11 and a half minutes, 26 viruses to go on level 17 for Dimwit, 16 with 9 to go for Chris Bidwell. He's got everything set up to knock down nicely, so no issues there. I might have laid that double blue out in that gap to go for the blue in 4, but instead a fat log.
Really nice fat log there with the red blue, yeah. So I'm wondering if he is going to try to go for build a platform to get these yellows horizontally. Looks like that seems to be the plan. But going for that one in column 1 first to minimize the potential of drop time.
And Bidwell won't get lapped here. He's going to get into 17 out at 12:15, but Dimwit down to his final 4 viruses, so it's really just a matter of when.
Mm-hmm. And in these moments, often Dimwit tries for something swaggy, and it looks like it's going to nicely happen.
At a 12:31,
nice
Dimwit takes game 2.
And that is another hot time. 12:31 is in the top 20 all times for the finals.
Well done to Dimwit. And Bidwell might play out this 17. Doesn't look like it. He's going to give the applause as we go to game number 3. And again, Bidwell hasn't been playing poorly at all. He's been playing very well. It's just that, Dimwit has been playing just on another level. We always think we've seen the best out of him, and he brings out a little bit more every tournament.
Mm-hmm. This is very true. This looks a lot like my finals versus Frank. I got into the finals first time, and I was just not prepared.
And I don't think
prepared for that speed.
I don't think we've seen Frank and Dimwit face off yet, which is really going to be the Clash of Titans. I just want to verify that. Yeah, Frank and Dimwit haven't played each other, and we might see that again. Frank ranked 26, but has 8 championship points. He won 2 months in a row, I believe. So he's got to play one more bracket to be eligible for the December championships. But we have readies from both players. So this is now for the championship.
All right, and we have our countdown. Now, at this moment, last month was when Floyd said, I think that's it. I think I've got all to give, and then came back. So I'm hoping for some more of that patented Dr. Mario drama here.
You want that drama. You want 5 games. You want to call 5 games.
I do.
You didn't come here to call 3. You didn't come here to call 4. We're calling all 5 of them. Darn it. Dimwit off to a very strong start. He's going to be down near under 40. Bidwell's got a good clean board, a little bit of garbage in column 2. Nothing too major at this point, but an early lead for Dimwit.
Right. And I think, Bidwell's board just having a ton of blue-yellow at the top initially caused that to build up some garbage down below, but it's looking very clean now.
And a little bit of a funny look on the face of Dimwit there. Maybe he played something he didn't like, possibly that red-blue over in columns 2 and 3. Looks like he's fixed some things up, though, but has locked himself out a little bit there on that left side.
This double blue is just what he needs to get that fixed. Although column 2, not quite sure what he's going to do with those 2 yellows on top. Maybe hold out for a double yellow to clear the garbage.
Or a yellow-blue, but it looks like he used that on the right side as we approach 75 seconds here. It is a slight lead for Bidwell. He's got a really nice open board. That right side's a bit problematic, but he's getting things opened up, getting some more blue exposed. Really needs to get some yellow exposed on his board, as that seems to be his big pain point right now.
Would really love to see a double blue for Bidwell right now to take out those blues horizontally, but I think he's going to opt to go for some vertically while he waits, and he does have a little time to do that.
A lot of red, a lot of blues on that top line for Bidwell. Dimwit retaking the lead. He'll be down to 11. But look at this. I might have gone. But no, not a misdrop for Dimwit. Dimwit looking to drop into a combo. He's looking to clear those blues horizontally in row number 2, and now he's got the access to do it. He can do it pretty much whenever he likes. I think he's going to try to swag out, though. No, he's not. He's going to try to get those doubles last. Bidwell's got yellows buried in column 1 and has a bit of a problem, but with that double red fixes the red problem in the lower right corner.
Yeah, and now he's open. This double yellow is great for avoiding drop time, so just needs the 1 red, and he's out at a 234. Not much distance between them, but again, at the beginning of these high levels, there are a lot of opportunities for doubles, so you don't want to let your opponent get away.
58 to 51 right now is Dimwit starting to attempt to pull away. Not a lot of yellow to speak of on the top line for Bidwell. Meanwhile, Dimwit futzing with some red-blue on his right side. I think might be looking for a red-blue, and he got a big cluster clear there for Dimwit. Erases the top third of his board.
Right. I think there was an initial misdrop there that then he just turned into, all right, I'm going to find a way to clear out all this garbage. And he just is so good at those combos. Things just completely disappear.
47 to 40 here, though. While Dimwit was working on that, Bidwell did try to catch back up here. But it seems to be the same pace we were at the start of this level. I think Dimwit holding out for a double on that right side as well. Oh, and he could turn this into a 6-pack. Great combo there. And look at this. He is gonna get the 6-pack. Nice clear there by Dimwit. He's now opened the lead up to double digits.
Yeah, really nice moves from him. Bidwell was sort of droughted for blue, so that was a little bit of trouble, but he is starting to get those blues coming in again. Still, going to have to take some drop time on columns 1 and 2 when he drops the blue-yellow.
Dimwit, meanwhile, looking for that sweet tea. No, not getting the sweet tea. I think he's going to be setting up for another combo. Could have triggered it off again with another blue. Might be just waiting for something specific. No, he's going to take it now. A 5-pack. Dimwit now down to 11 viruses.
Yeah, these are just fantastic combos, another level. And Bidwell's dealing with a little bit of a aspired board. We've got columns 6 and 7 high. A couple of red-yellows will take care of that, but some nice combos to drop things down. He's working across the different regions of his board.
Thank you, anonymous gifter, for the 10 gift subs. Wow, we really appreciate that. All of the bits and subs that are kicked our way go right back into the channel, provide prizes for our players, and a lot of other fun goodies. So we really, really appreciate your support. At the 5-minute mark, Bidwell down to single digits, getting a nice sweet tea in the middle of his board. He is falling behind here as Dimwit looking to really pull away and put this away.
Mm-hmm. And by dropping those horizontal reds, it looks like Bidwell did put a little bit of a wrench in his plan to clear the yellows horizontally. And looks like he might be locking himself up right now a little bit. Those red-yellows lucky to drop that down. Let's hope he gets a double blue.
He might get a double blue after this. It's not going to matter. Oh, didn't go for it. I would have dropped the 2 down because at that point you're free and clear. And of course he gets the double blue later because it's Dr. Mario, but out at 542.
Yes, we have mentioned RNG a lot, but we haven't necessarily mentioned the blitzes that can occur. We often have in Dr. Mario the same pill appearing over and over and over again. Luckily that hasn't happened in this finals, but maybe I might just have called it on.
Well, we can get all those complaints sent over to Savage Octagon at Dr. Mario Monthly. No. 51 viruses here on 15. It is a 30 virus lead for dmwit, as dmwit has a very clean board, looking to get a nice, a lovely L there, and is down to 16 viruses.
Yellow is a big pain point for Bidwell because there's a lot of yellow viruses on top, but he's also trying to clear a lot of yellow garbage. So blue, not useful at all. And column 2, a little bit difficult, stacked up there with the yellow and red.
We are very close here to the end game, or the last few levels here of this third game. It is 3 viruses to go for dmwit, 31 to go for Chris Bidwell, the 4 seed versus the 6 seed. And again, dmwit can lock up his championship standing here. He will be the 1 seed with a victory.
Exactly. You get, I believe it's 2 points for a finals appearance, 4 points for a win, and 1 point for a semis appearance. Is that correct, JB?
Yeah, 4 points for winning the tournament, 2 points for semi or getting to the finals, and then 1 point for being eliminated in the semis. So those points very important. And what I can say is for the 2022 season, that point structure is going to change. We'll talk more about that closer to the end of the season. But we'll be seeing more players earning points. So standings are a little bit more easier to understand.
Excellent. Excited to see that update. dmwit has been crushing level 36. I mean, he's got great L combos.
36? Whoa, hold on.
Oh my gosh, whoops. I'm sorry. I saw that.
He's playing incredibly efficiently if that's the case.
I'm so sorry. I saw the 16 and the number 3.
It's
Folks, the game only goes up to level 24, so I did not make that up. And you can talk for a little bit.
Well, while dmwit continues to work through level 36, 18 viruses to go on that level, 7 on 15. So again, Bidwell really just trying to avoid getting lapped. It does seem like this is going to be a runaway, but again, you can't say that for sure. Top out could happen. You never know what happens. And Ook, the librarian, pointing out that Super Nintendo does go higher. I believe it goes to 99 on the Super Nintendo version. Out at 851 is Bidwell. He's got 2 levels to go, but dmwit seems to be out of reach.
Mm-hmm. Especially, this nice endgame. Not sure if he's... oh, yeah, he's going to go for that blue horizontally. Just needs 1 red for the horizontal at the bottom. And he's waiting for it. And gets it to be out at a 915.
So just having to clear level 37 here is dmwit, and he will take home a championship yet again. Really rough 17. Everything stacked up very, very high, very, very cramped, and blue absolutely useless for dmwit right now.
Exactly. So currently he just needs to use it for garbage as he gets the horizontal there. But notice this is pretty tough at the moment.
But he has managed to get a horizontal clear to even everything out on that left side. Now he's stacked up a bit on the right side. I think hoping a bit for some red, maybe even a double red, would be very helpful. It looks like he's going to clear out that center section, but really still holding out for that double red.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of red, Bidwell has no use for red whatsoever right now. If you take a look, his top line is extremely blue-yellow heavy, and there's just more blue-yellow beneath it. So really, this red at the center of his board was the only thing going on, and it was garbage.
51 viruses to go here for dmwit as he is trying to lock down this September championship and the 1 seed for the December season championships. 47 viruses to go, 30 for Bidwell. Bidwell's got a lot of blue really all around that. And when you have one of those boards that Bidwell has that's very leaning towards one side of the board, it can be really difficult to manage because RNG will force you to make these plays. And as you see, now he's essentially got a wall to that left side where he's got blue over the top. And that can be really frustrating to deal with.
Yeah, he has that blue-yellow in column 1 that looked like it either could have been a misdrop or some kind of mirroring situation, because you could see that there was a possibility for the horizontal there with the blues, but did not go to take those moves, instead went vertically, and now things seem pretty clean in that regard.
13 viruses here to go for Bidwell as he's now starting to play a really, really clean 16. Now getting some very fortuitous RNG. Down to his final 6 viruses as dmwit at 11.5 minutes, 27 viruses to go. Bit of a messy board, but it looks like he's looking for a drop cross. Or not a drop cross, a drop T, rather. Oh, no, he's not going to get it. He's going to get that clear. And everybody can take another sip as there's another sweet tea.
Yeah, I think Dimwit has taken his foot off the gas a tiny bit in terms of lots of advanced planning. I think he's just sort of doing his normal level of swag.
And
looks like that might have been a misdrop.
And when you're up 2-0, and you feel like you're playing really well. I mean, if I'm Dimwit right now, and I mean I've set a record, I've put up another hot time. I'm feeling very, very confident, so I'm not stressing myself too much here.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Bidwell is into level 17 and manages to avoid danger. That column 8, stacking that up high might be a little bit difficult, but he makes it. Whew.
9 viruses to go here for Dimwit. Just a handful of viruses left as very double-friendly endgame here. Bidwell, 53 viruses to go here on level 37. I promise I'll drop that joke at the end of the stream. We've got 48 to go for Bidwell, and it's not going to matter at a 13:06. Dimwit, your September champion. And he has now secured himself the top spot in the end-of-season championships.
So now maybe he can go on a tropical vacation on Swang's Island.
Yeah.
Stay out of the next couple.
Bidwell, I think, starting to realize that Dimwit has gotten him. But still a great finish here for Bidwell, just steamrolling his way into the finals. And it is Dimwit, your champion, but 2 big championship points going to Chris Bidwell.
That is a game changer. You know, going from 0 points to 2, that really sends him up the standings.
And I think we're going to get Bidwell here. But let's chat with our champion. Dimwit's joined us here in the broadcast booth. Congratulations. You've locked down the 1 seed. How you feeling?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good. I had a lot of fun tonight. I think I got to pull off some pretty rad combos over the course of the run today, and that always makes me happy.
Yeah, you played well out there. I mean, what are your thoughts going through here in the finals? You get that first win. You blow away the record by over 20 seconds. I mean, that's got to be a great confidence booster.
Oh, God. When I looked over at my timer at the end and I saw the PB line going down and down and down, I was like, "Oh, this is fantastic!" What a great outcome. That's by far the fastest that I've ever done that level block.
And go ahead.
Dimwit is referencing his timer. If you ever go onto his stream, he
don't go right now.
He has a data nerd stream of just comparing his current run against his PB at every possible pill. So it's pretty cool to see.
It's very in depth, very cool. So yeah, any plans? Are we gonna be seeing you in the next two tournaments?
Of course. I mean, the reason I'm here is because I love playing Dr. Mario, right?
Yeah. And now joining us, Chris Bidwell. Do I still have a job after this finals loss?
I'm feeling great. I got my bad pun in chat earlier. I got to the finals. I made force Dimwit to put up a PB to beat me. Not really, but
Yeah.
I could claim that. And I got a good joke.
I mean,
in
you
my
were
ticket
putting up a
referred to
PB,
now.
I had to, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I got a PB too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And you've done your spring cleaning. Your walls are all nice and tidy. I mean, like,
Yeah.
that's a win-win-win.
I want to ask about that. Was that just for jokes, or were you legitimately afraid you were gonna knock something over?
Well, if you want to have lore and say that I was going to knock things over, then sure. But really, it was just a joke. Poke fun at Dimwit, our best player, who refused to have decoration in his room.
Well, there looks to now be a dog toy on the ground, so that's an additional decoration.
Wow. Lucky dog. One whole toy.
Also, there is a chin-up bar in the back. I think Dimwit's doctor has prescribed some daily pull-ups, as well as Dr. Mario.
Yeah, I got the prescription, but not the dedication. Don't tell anybody.
It's a nice door frame decoration. All right. Well, I believe you let us know we're not gonna be seeing you next weekend at the championships. So we'll arrange a backup prize for you of some sort. And if Bidwell won, he would have had to pay my admission. So
I'll send you a T-shirt, Dimwit. Just let me know your size, and I'll mail it out to you.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
Well,
I love a t-shirt.
there's your prize then, a T-shirt. But that's all we got for you. Sweet. But before we go, there's the Bidwell not only worked his way to the finals, but I'm sure he's got something he'd love to talk about.
Oh, I don't know, the DrMC versus, we'll just call it the championship this time. I don't think it's fair calling it the World Championship. I don't know how many out-of-countryers are able to make the trip this time. We'll put a big asterisk on it, but we need to have live events. Everybody's having so much fun here online, and I really think that we all get to hang out with one another. We'll do it safely as we can, but it'll be a boost of spirits to everybody. I think that can make it out, so I can't wait to see everybody. Friday night at Level 1 Bar Plus Arcade. Don't call it a barcade, you'll get sued. We will have, I'll announce it here, just as this is a little insider information. We will have a Level 20 Game Boy Dr. Mario run. Whoever can beat Dr. Mario Level 20 high speed first will advance, and then the winner will win that sweet, amazing custom Game Boy that I posted in the Discord yesterday. It's a really nice job. Brent, Mods by Brent was the person who put that together for us. He's one of our sponsors. I'll thank him plenty of times during the live broadcast next week. But that's for that. And then obviously the championship on Saturday. We're going to be opening the doors at 9 a.m. Rachel, who is in our Discord, did say that anybody attending as a participant in the DrMC and who is in the Discord, go in through the VIP entrance. Don't wait in line with everybody else. Get in. Tell her that you're with DrMC. She'll get you right in. You don't have to. You can avoid the line. Come get your quals in. We'll be running the qualifiers between 9 and 1 p.m. And then we're going to start the playoff bracket at 2. And I'm praying to God we can get all this in 3 hours between 2 and 5 p.m. But I think we've got a good hardware arrangement for that, and we can make adjustments if we're running short on time. But, it's not the perfect setup with the one day. Normally I like to have 2 days, but we're going to have an awful lot of fun. And catch us on stream if you can't make it at this channel on Twitch, D_Dr_M_championship. $1,000 prize pool. I always forget that. $1,000 prize pool. $500 for the winner. Come out and prove your medal.
Or whatever sort of raw material. If you want to prove your wood and get fat logs.
Lord. I'm sorry, not sorry for that comment earlier.
Anyways, that's all we've got for you today. Congratulations once again to Dimwit on winning the September championships. Chris, let me ask you this too. Getting to the finals, it feels like you've just been on another level. Like you got a 4 seed, and really it seemed like night and day compared to the past few months with just how you were playing competitively.
Well, August or July, I was in the top 5 seeds or so. I had a nice 17 run, and then I had a bit of a letdown in August. But it's been in me. I've been grinding a bit, and I'm a little pissed. I've got some pride. I mean, I don't think I'll ever be, Packy, Dimwit, Watchma, those Frank, all our top players. But I think I can get my licks in, which I did this month. And maybe it won't be an every month occurrence, but I can feel better about myself. I turned 45 in a week, so I've had my glory days. I don't expect to be a champion, but I don't want to be pathetic either. And I think I've graduated beyond pathetic this month, and it feels really good.
Well, also with those 2 points you picked up, you've clinched yourself a spot in the December championships. So congratulations there. We've got a lot of spots remaining, and we're going to figure those out in the next 2 months. The October qualifying will start at the end of the month. But we will see you on Saturday right here back on this channel for the Versus World Championships. We look forward to seeing you. I'm going to fly out there. I'm excited to meet a lot of great folks. But for Savage Octagon, John Nash 4th, and Ethan MX2, my name is JB Henry. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you very, very soon. We're going to kick you over to Monthly Tetris, Classic Tetris Monthly. Go check that out over there. We will see you again very, very soon. Remember to be kind. Have a great night, everybody. And remember, you can get channel points and all that good stuff for rating on over there. So we're going to head over there right now, everybody. Have a great night.